I remember a few years back now, we were selling this house in Stody amongst the most amazing rolling fields, and it was an absolute peach packed to the rafters with character. And I remember thinking, gosh, this is a spectacular home, but if anyone gets a hold of it with vision, with passion, with a bit of energy, this could be an absolute showstopper. And you'll never guess what. It's exactly what's happened. Welcome to Letterbox House. I could not be happier to be back and to be sharing with you the enchanting majesty of this magical place. Letterbox House is a 3-bedroom period home tucked in the rolling countryside of Stody. Locations don't get much more idyllic than this. It sits amongst a 4-acre plot. We've got 2 acres of landscape gardens and with a further 2 acres of meadows. If you're looking for a show-stopping home to come and live a fulfilling countryside lifestyle, you've just found it. Now, as you'd expect, it begins with a super light, welcoming hallway. That kind of sets the tone. Now, you can go either way, but looking this way, you can see all the way down the house and it just invites you in. It begins with this study. The character of this property shows itself everywhere, but even in this room, the ceiling rows, the picture rails, the window seats, the deep skirting, the list goes on. It's a pretty good start, I think you'll agree. Now, as we continue on our journey through Letterbox House, there's one more room before we get to the kitchen, and there's this incredibly classy room, quite a moody room actually. You'll notice that the ceiling is just a touch lower and the floor's higher too, so every room has some real definition, but still consistent threads of character. It's very clever. Come through and welcome to the main event. It is a showstopper. Look, vaulted ceilings, exposed timbers, a Neptune kitchen. There is so much interest in this room. Not only does the kitchen look fabulous, but it's incredibly practical too. Acres of workspace, a nice big island in the middle, plenty of storage too. What will have been the original surround to the stove and the fireplace has absolutely been celebrated. And whilst you're cooking up a storm there, all of your guests or your family can gather around the bench seating here. It's an incredibly sociable room and works very well with that snug member we saw next door, just to split up the dynamic if needed. Now, if you're thinking this kitchen looks far too neat and tidy to be part of a functioning family home, then behind this door lies a secret. A back door there, which means this becomes the perfect utility, also a boot room. Not only is it incredibly practical, but it is just as striking as the kitchen. Same quality units, same solid granite worktop, but it's that essential practical element that makes this a functioning home. Now, if practicality is one of the most essential qualities of a house, then versatility has got to be one of the other essential qualities, and that is exactly what you see in this space here on the far wing of the property. Is the most fabulous studio, and the only limit to how you can use this space really is your own imagination. Now, remember at the start we went one way off the central hallway? Well, now let's head the other, and we'll find the first room that greets you. This side is the formal sitting room, a really elegant room filled with light with the double doors leading through to the rear garden. And when the sun isn't shining and you want to hunker down, then you don't need me to tell you that that wood burner is in the most gorgeous fireplace and will make the perfect focal point. As we continue the journey into this wing of the property, we find ourselves now in what is actually a new extension, but it is seamless. Still got a nice ceiling height, still got a nice deep skirting. It's been done very sympathetically indeed. And not only does this extension add another ground floor reception, but it also adds a first floor bedroom as well. More vaulted ceilings, really continues with the rest of the character of the property. This one has the most lavish ensuite straight out of a luxury hotel there. And given that this bedroom has its own separate staircase, it means that this entire wing of the property could very well be a separate annex. Now, if that is just a guest bedroom, you're probably wondering what the principal rooms look like. Well, come to the main part of the first floor, that's exactly what you'll find. 2 bedrooms up here. I'll take you to the principal first. It's no surprise that there's good proportions, wonderful light, spectacular views to both aspects. Ample room for a king-size bed with the most spectacular views to wake up to. But this room hides a masterstroke, and it's this, the ensuite. Yes, it's massive, but more than that, everywhere you look just oozes class. Everything you can see, everything you can touch is just top quality, and not only are the fixtures the very best, but also the layout, the ergonomics of it. I haven't seen this much thought go into an ensuite for a long time. And it will come as no surprise that the 3rd bedroom also benefits from an incredible ensuite. Not a single part of this property has been overlooked or been treated as an afterthought. Now, it's hard not to want to head outside with all of those wonderful views, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, the rolling landscape around here gives you these wonderful split levels to the garden, and with some very clever landscaping, you end up with this wonderful shape to the sun terrace. It gives you wonderful views off the property. You can see down to the carport that way. You can see what feels like forever past the countryside that way. I love the fact that this raised terrace still communicates with the main property. You can see the big double doors to the kitchen there, but it just sits level with the rest of your garden and projects all of your interest and your view out toward the countryside. Now, you remember at the top of the video I mentioned that there's 2 acres of formal gardens directly attached to the property, and they just sweep right from the dining terrace all the way to the rear. They're interspersed with mature trees and well-stocked flower beds, and the whole garden benefits from that gorgeous rolling view across the valley and the Stody estate. It's hard to describe just how enchanting these plot is, and not only is it a wonderful place to explore, but it gives you some of the most magical views back to your home as well. Well, that's your environment to the rear sorted, but your environment to the front is just as important, and the good news is you own all of it as well. There's 2 acres of rolling meadows to the front here and the peaceful, tranquil space to enjoy and reconnect with the environment. Well, I hope that's given you at least a taste of this wonderful property. It really is an enchanting place to come and visit in the flesh. And if you'd like to arrange your own viewing, then of course we'd love to hear from you. The number to do so is on your screen now.